Welcome back to the Mid-Atlantic Esports Conference Rocket League Fall Edition 2021. My name is John Phiask0 alongside KourtsideKing McDermott. And Joey, it is time for the last match of the evening. It is George Mason University C team returning to the stream, going up against GWU, George Washington University's Buff team. It's named after their school colors, Joey. Did you know that? Buff is a shade of gold.
John, I did not know that, and we were talking about that before. I had no gold, but we'll see how buff this squad looks, if they can put some goals on the board here. So far, pretty even. 15 seconds into this one. We do know GMU. They were here last year. They made some noise practicing alongside that undefeated GMU squad. They got some nice pointers, and it did end up doing well for them last season. We'll see if it continues here in the fall.
So far, it is scoreless. No early goals here in game one of this best of three series. Vega has a chance here to slam it home. The only thing that slams into is the post. Mason with a great chance to open up the scoring. That's Vega looking to play the ball back in. On frame, turned aside by GW. Buster going up, plays the ball into the corner. Shot turned aside by Ribsticks. Ball's gonna drop in for Phiask0. It's GW on the board first. 3:44 to go in game one.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Phiask0. There's a bunch of different ways, so we'll have fun with that one. But the nice little fire stick there for some dynamite and getting the 1-0 GW in the lead. 3:44 left to go here in game one. John, this is another close one. We had one close series tonight, one really close series. This feels like a repeat of that, where there's going to be a lot of back and forth between these two teams.
Yeah, Phiask0's going to be one of those names we need to reach out to GW to get the official ruling on how that's actually pronounced. That's one thing I love about gamer tags is you start throwing letters or you just like spell things weird like Phiask0 with a PH and a 0 in it. It's just absolutely weird. Who does that? Only gamers do that, Joey. It's a fun thing here. So 1-0 for GW. They're looking for more. It's Buster. 2-0 for GW.
Buster. Phiask0 with the assist, though, as well, topping that one up, putting it up on the backboard, and then popping it back down in the end. GW 2-0, 3:12 left to go in this one.
So far, so good for GW as Mason, the C squad, struggling to get things going here in week one. Now Grammar on the sidewall, can't get there. Ripsticks misplays the ball. Fuster plays it back in, looking for the center feed, can't get to it. Now Vega along the side walls, trying to get there. Phiask0 plays it back in for GW. Grammar on the side wall. Gets the ball out of their defensive end. Can they make this an offensive chance here? Vega into the corner, looking for Grammar. Ball turned aside. Rib6 tries to play it back in. Buster is there along the side wall, has Phiask0 with him. Now Buster looking for the centering feed. The shot goes just wide for GW. Buster trying to make something happen for GW. They're looking for goal number 3. Just over 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, GWU able to really keep it into that final third quite well here and very effectively. It's been down there for a good 20-30 seconds, it feels like. GMU struggling to clear it out, but GW not able to get too many shots off regardless.
.145 to go in game one between the Battle of the Georges, part 1. Shot goes in for Phiask0. It's 3-0 for George Washington.
Nice little score coming up here. Phiask0 going up high, dropping it down, and then actually getting taken out on that shot, but it hits the sidebar, able to bounce in the end. GW find themselves up 3-0.
On the restart, .30 to go. 3-0 lead for George Washington. Here over George Mason in game one. going to be Phiask again for GW, scoring the goal. Now 4-0 for the Buffs. All George Washington so far here in game one. Mason really struggling to get things going on the offensive end of the ball. Vega with a chance there. The GW was grouped up. That ball was not getting through anytime soon.
Yeah, GMU started off so strong in this game, a lot of back and forth between the two, but once GW got into their final third, they just weren't able to turn them away. There's 2 quick goals and now 2 more, and it looks like it's heading right back to that corner once again, where GW might once again pour on that same offensive pressure that we saw just a moment ago.
GW looking for that clearance into their offensive end. Looking for goal number 5. Plays it off the corner. The centering feed. Vega is there for Mason. Looking for the clearance. Buster is there at midfield. Ball's going to get tapped in. Joey, let's see if we can do this. Leviathan?
Yeah, that's an easy one. Definitely Leviathan on that one.
Leviathan makes it 5-0.
Just like the name, a big play. GMUC, it looked like there was going to be an opportunity to save that one. Unfortunately, not there in time as GW and Leviathan pop it in for their 5th of game 1. 22 seconds left to go to see if GMUC can find an answer.
Vega trying to find a goal here for George Mason. Leviathan looking for the clearance. 5 seconds to go. All but over. Just waiting for those trip zeros. Ball hitting the ground. And GWU's buff team up 1-0 in the series. George Mason University C team struggling here in week 1. Still looking for that growth, but really hard to get anything going. Only tallying 1 shot on goal here in game 1 in comparison to 7 for GW.
Yeah, and that's the big difference maker right there. If you're not getting many shots and end up getting many goals, you can still win a game if you get 1 shot, playing stellar defense. GMUC still trying to check that box, and unfortunately the shots are needed in their side for now. It doesn't look like they came through in game 1, John, but game 2 is another story. We'll see how it looks just a few seconds into this one. The first shot already coming out.
Fluster picking up the save for GW. Joe, I'm not sure if you saw this, but we're being harassed here by our producer. They're saying that we need to pronounce Leviathan correctly, but first, Ribstick scores. That's going to be the opening goal for GMUC, striking 21 seconds in.
Go ahead, try to pronounce Leviathan the way production just typed that out.
Lev 14 if 4N. I love it. I absolutely love it. No, we're not going to be saying that for the rest of the game because that would be a nightmare to say on stream every time he touches the ball.
Yeah, Leviathan making plays regardless of how the name is spelled in the end. GMUC is on the board though, John. 4:25 left to go. They couldn't find a goal in game 1, but they already find one here 30 seconds into game 2.
Leviathan with that side roll, trying to get in position. The ball's coming around the side wall. Mason able to get the clearance, holding on to that early lead. They're looking to double their advantage. The ball played back in. It's Grammer looking for the centering feed. Buster is there for the clearance. Vega back towards the center of the field. No one was there for Mason. They're backtracking onto defense. Ribsticks in the defensive end. The shot on target, just a little too high. Leviathan trying to be patient. He's pushed out of the way. He's back on defense to collect the ball for GW. Ball sails back into the defensive end of Mason. GW looking to even the game up. Good centering feed there, but no player for GW was there for the tap-in. Now Mason, Vega shot turned aside by Phiask. GW trying to make something happen. Now Grammer picks it up, looking for the goal. They'll find it. 2-0 for GMUC. Things starting to go in their direction, and they're up by 2.
Yeah, that's a big play there. Grammer, nice little spin in the air. No one back there in time. Leviathan close, but still a little bit too far away as GMUC finds their second. Up 2-0, 3:16 left. John, GW playing a little bit more defensively in this one, sitting a little bit farther back. I expect Phrazy to push forward as he is doing now, and I think we're going to see more of that as this game continues on. GW not going down silently.
Just over 3 to go. By far the best game for GMU C Squad here in week 1. GW has a chance here, a lucky bounce towards the back post. And GWU's buff team on the board cuts the lead in half. It's 2-1, Mason still in the lead.
Nice little finesse by Phrazy, going around the opposition and then finding the nice angle to get the shot. Now cutting that lead in half. 2-1, GMUC still in the lead. 3 minutes left to work with for GW to come back, though.
Get the restart going. Ribsticks looking to try to get that 2-goal lead back for GMU. It's not going to happen on that possession. Grammar looking to play it back in. Vega for the follow-up through midfield. Not a strong touch. Keeps that ball pretty slow. It's going to be an easy recovery for GW. Ball played back in for Mason into the corner. The centering shot. The opportunity for Mason. Good recovery from GW to keep that ball out. Vega centering feed. Grammar just flies underneath, just inches away from getting a clean hit onto that ball and possibly the 3rd goal for GMUC. But instead just misses the shot. Another great chance squandered for Mason. Grammar on the side wall. A chance here. Plays off the backboard. Tried to play the ball to himself. Unable to connect. Now Vega just gets underneath the ball, sends it up towards the ceiling. Buster's looking to clear it out. Ozzy's going to help out, trying to get it on frame near post. Grammar is there, turns it aside. Buster can't hold on to it. Leviathan plays the ball into the corner. Ripsticks can't get the clearance. Brazzi off the crossbar. Such a close chance to tie this one up late with just about 1:20 left on the clock.
So close. That clock continues to tick down, though. GMUC trying to move it out, trying to move W's goal. Not able to tap it in, though, as it goes the other way.
Vega so close to extending that lead. Mason wants to force that game 3. It'll be the first one of the season. If this score line holds, Mason holding on to the 1-goal lead. Can GW tie it up? They have a chance here to do it, but Ribsticks, perfectly timed, gets the save. Keeps that 1-goal lead alive. Now GW having to go back onto defense, now looking to turn it into an offensive chance here through midfield, but the ball's picked off by GMU and they play it in deep. Vega into the corner, the centering feed. It's disrupted by GW, not out of danger yet. Now they get the clearance. Vega picks it back up in the defensive end. Now a chance here, plays it too high. 30 seconds to go. GW misplays the ball towards midfield. Now Ripsticks comes in, flips it over a defender, but hits the post. Could have put the dagger in it into game 2. Now GW has a chance to tie it up. 15 seconds to go. Buster is there and will do it. With 13 seconds, we're all even at 2 apiece.
John, I don't even know how to react to this. There were so many opportunities. Both sides, I feel like, had a chance to score 2 or 3 goals back to back. In the end, GW finds the one they need to tie it up. 13 seconds left to go here in game 2. That easily could have gone either way much quicker.
It is anyone's game. Grammar off the faceoff, scores seconds later. GMU back up by 1 with 10 seconds to go. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know if this is one of those ice in the veins type of games, but it just feels like things are getting a little chaotic here. And 10 seconds left, 3-2, GMUC back in the lead. We'll see if GW can find a quick answer.
They have a chance, 5 seconds. Leviathan can't get the clean shot off. Vega with the clearance. Ball is still alive until it hits the ground. GW can't get there. We are heading to game 3.
We are heading to game 3 in the craziest way possible. GMUC looking clean there, looking like they were going to get a clean game 2 victory. Then GW finding their way back, clawing back for that second goal. In the end, we do force that tie. GMU gets it off in the end, finds that goal with 10 seconds left to go, John, and we are forced to game 3. Shots pretty even across the board, a little bit in favor of GMUC, but overall, both teams playing stellar offense. A few missed opportunities here and there, but in the end, a very, very tight game 2.
By far the closest game we have seen. It is gifting us with a game 3 the series comes down to this final game to close out week 1 in dramatic fashion. Can GW find the win here in game 3, or will GMUC pull off the reverse sweep after dropping game 1? Can they win back-to-back games after a tight finish in game 2? We will find out, but first up, it's GW on the offensive attack. They can't get it to go. The first shot goes wide. Not out of danger yet for Mason. Looking for that clearance. Leviathan plays it back in through midfield. Tries to get the shot off. Takes a strong rebound for the clearance. Ripsticks in for Mason. Has Vega. The shot turned aside by Buster. Keeping this one close. Now Leviathan looking for his teammate, looking for that shot in. Mason with the strong defense. Ball played back in, centering feed, the drop down. No one is there for GW. Ball played back out to the wall. Now the clearance for Mason, but GW all over the field trying to keep that pressure on. Leviathan and Fuster's there. Looking for Fuster, going in the tap just under the crossbar. Perfectly executed pass from Leviathan gets GW on the board first via Fuster.
Yeah, Leviathan passing in, Fuster sending in the opposite direction. Either way, both cars there, able to put that one in the back of the net. G takes the lead and draws first blood here in game 3. Up 1-0, 3:39 left to go.
Now Ripsticks looking to even it up. It's on the goal line. They keep it out. No, Vega comes back. It's all tied up just seconds later. It's getting crazy here in game 3.
Yeah, a lot of bouncing back and forth there, but in the end, GMUC and Vega able to put it away. Ties things right back up just seconds after GW took the lead.
And that is going to trickle all the way in. It is back-to-back-to-back goals here in game 3. GW back on top. Buster getting the face-off goal for GW.
Yeah, it took about a minute to get to this point, John, but the chaos of the end of game 2 has bled over in 3, and it is just coming out in full force. 2 crazy goals back-to-back, 3 in quick succession, almost 15 seconds of one another as we go down under 3.5 remaining.
It is still anyone's series. It is still anyone's game. Coming down to game 3, and Frazi's going to score for GW. It's a 2-goal lead now for the orange side, as Mason now has 2 goals they have to make up for.
Yeah, it looked like Vega was going to try to clear that one, but Fuster able to get onto it first, send it over to his teammate, and in the end, GW finds the goal. Up 3-1, 3:14 left. Mason has been answering these quickly. We'll see if they can do it again here.
Ball off the wall. Leviathan plays it back in towards the corner. GW looking to keep the pressure going. Leviathan shot on frame. That's actually from Fuster, turned aside by Grammer. Shot dropping down. Fuster is there. So is Vega. Gets there first. Tips the ball back towards midfield. Leviathan plays it back in. Grammer is there. Prevents the strong bounce back. Back post shot. Turned aside. GW looking for goal 4 as we're through the halfway mark here in game 3. Mason can't get the ball out of their defensive end. The pressure all coming from GW. Vega goes to the side wall looking for the clearance, but Fuster is there. Plays it back. Vega looks to pass it all the way over. Shot goes just wide for GMU. GW has a chance here. Fuster looking for the follow-up into the corner to stalemate with Vega. Vega trying to flip the ball over. Leviathan comes over to help. Frazi's there as well. Plays it off the backboard. Drops down. Grammer is there looking for that clearance. Looking to go on the attack now for Mason. Plays into the corner. The strong bounce back. Frazi is there for GW. They'll clear the ball through midfield. The shot on frame just too high. The follow-up. Frazi down the middle makes it 4-1 for GW.
I had a feeling this one was going to go in because both players on the defense ended up reacting in one way or another. And Grammer going up on the side, that ends up throwing off the positioning of the defense overall. And GW is able to scoot one through as a result. 4-1, 148 left to go here in game 3.
Game 2 was an absolute barn burner down to the final seconds. Here in game 3, it was close most of the way. GW starting to pull away here late. Just over $1:30 to go. They're up by 3. Mason running out of time to try to get themselves back into this game.
Yeah, the clock continues to tick. 1:30 left. GW pouring on the offense, but GMUC not ready to give up yet. Another shot coming through there as well.
Vega off the sidewall. Phiask0 with the interception. Tries to play it back in. Mason now stuck back in their defensive end, looking for that clearance now through mid center field. Vega, the shot near post, turned aside, going wide regardless. Mason trying to find a way back in, now approaching the final minute here in game 3 of this best of 3 series, and GW looking for goal number 5. Already a tall task here for Mason. GW wants to put it out of reach.
Trying to put it out of reach, and the clock might help them do that. 45 seconds left to go here. GMU turns it back onto their own goal, trying to get a clearance here.
Phiask0 with the shot, turned aside. The follow-up on the goal line. Grammer turns it away. Now on the sidewall, Grammer for Mason. Looking to make a play. 30 seconds to go. Ribsticks there as well. Back through midfield. GW looking to go on the attack. Trying to clear the ball out of their defensive end. They'll do just that. Ball rolling towards the goal. Grammer with the save. Picks up the, gets demoed by Fuster from GW. Vega now for Mason. The follow-up chance. Under 10 seconds. Still down by 3. Time not on their side. They're not going to be able to come back in this one, but they will be able to pick up a second goal as a consolation prize. It's Ribsticks on the board. Cuts the lead to 2 with 3 seconds to go.
Yeah, Ribsticks, nice bounce there. Frazee trying to clear that one out. Not able to get on, or not cleared out of the goal either, as G tacks that one on through Ribsticks. 2:43 seconds left though, John. Game 3 looks like it is going the way of GW, but what a great hard-fought series from these two.
By far one of the more exciting series we've had all day. That game 2. Joey, go ahead and circle that one there for me for the craziest game we've seen so far in this league. What a wild finish there in game 2. GMUC pulling out the win to force game 3. Going into game 3, GW found their ways back from game 1 to close it out. They take the series 2-1 in our first 3-game series here in the Mid-Atlantic Esports Conference, week 1 for Rocket League in the fall. Joey, by far, probably my favorite series so far here in week 1.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they went game 3, John. A final game, when you go to that game 3, heightened excitement. Everyone's backs against the wall at that point, and you have to get the job done. In this one, GW did just that, pulling out the win 2-1.